It is Dr. Mo, and it's Tuesday, so it's TikTok Tuesday. I really want to go live every day, but Tuesday is going to be the one where I go live in all the places. But right now, you guys get to see me on YouTube and TikTok while I try to get Instagram up and running, because that's what it is. So I think I should be live on Facebook. I'm not really sure, because whatever. But what do we talk about here? Linda, you got it right away today. What do I talk about here? We talk about the biology of better, right? So I do talk a lot about GLP-1, post-bariatric surgery, nutrients, timing, Ironman, nutrition, activity, the mental stress, finances, time, all that stuff. I spent a lot of time today working on goals. So, all right, hold on a second. Biology of better. It makes me do this every time on Instagram. Shift your health. That's actually the second part of this, but you can't see that on TikTok because it's not long enough. So before I forget, while I'm on TikTok, guys, follow me on TikTok at drmo.official, because public, hold on. All right, let's see. Because this account is, I forgot the stream URL. Is this what I need over here? Oh, I don't know. Oh, that's why. Okay. Hold on. Edit channels. Please hold. Can't go live on Facebook. Oh, I guess I'm not quite there. I'm still in Facebook jail. I think today's the last day. Thank you. Thank you. Thank you, Linda. All right. I need to edit this. Oh, I need the stream key. Oh, this is such a pain in the ass, because it has to be live before you put it on Instagram. And then, so I'm like, I might as well be here. I'm sorry for showing you guys all this crap. However, oh, yes, I cannot go live on Facebook yet. All right, so we should be live on Instagram. Oh, but it's not going live. I can't. This is such a... Oh, hold on. This says... So it's streaming on YouTube. That's easy. TikTok's easy because it's on my phone. And I have no Instagram. And it won't let me delete these either. Stream key. Save. Nope. All right, let's see if we can add our third Instagram on here. Hold on. I don't know how to delete these channels and restream while I'm here. So anyway, all right, we'll see if we can make this happen. Go to Instagram to edit title. Let's see if we can turn it on. Too many channels. Okay, so so I'm on LinkedIn. I can't go on Instagram. All right, so Instagram's going to have to be a different day, because I'm not upgrading Restream. I can only do 3 extra channels. So whatever, except for Facebook. Hold on, because Facebook isn't streaming. So turn that one off and then edit this one. Please hold. All right, you guys, what questions do you have about GLP-1s, the other things, all the other things? Because I can't say that on my posts anymore. So I can't talk about GLP-1s. I can't talk about the fact that I am able to prescribe medication, even though I'm able to prescribe medication. So, and the thing is too, anybody can prescribe medication that has a license to do so. We're live. Okay, there we go. Now we're live on Instagram. So that's how it works. Maybe we'll just skip Facebook. Well, we'll see. Today we're skipping Facebook because I have to. I'm in Facebook jail. So, all right. I'm allowed to tell you I'm a doctor, I think, but I'm not allowed to link to my practice. If you want to work with me, go to shiftwithdrmo, DRMOE.com. All my stuff's there. You can see the practice. You can see how to get on the book launch team. What book do you ask? Not that one. That one was published in 2021. The next one is called Freedom to Shift. Don't forget the F. And it comes out in November. It is about getting rid of, oh my gosh, I have people on Instagram. That is damn exciting. Hey, Gorman, how are you? Gorman's on TikTok, for those of you watching on other channels. This is the day. Tuesday afternoons is I don't know, I need a word that starts with T that's all the channels. Tuesday, the channel's Tuesday. The channel's on Tuesday. The other lives are just when I feel like it. A lot of times it's on TikTok because I get a ton of engagement on TikTok. You guys are awesome. So if you're on Instagram, start sending me stuff in the chat, because I need questions to answer. I mean, granted, on Tuesdays I can answer. Next week it's not Tuesday, by the way. I think it's Wednesday. But I'm traveling on Tuesday. I can answer questions anywhere Excuse me. I'm watching the chat, but I want you guys to share as much as possible. Thank you so much. Like and share. I can't change the world if nobody knows who I am. So I am trying to change the world. My book is about a midlife crisis. No, my book is about how to stop trading time, start creating freedom, and shape what's next. Because it is built for overachievers, highly educated, not the entrepreneur types, right? The ones that don't even think they can be entrepreneurs. The ones that are like, I don't want to be an entrepreneur. Like, I just want to make some extra money. Okay, that's great. Let me show you how. Especially because if you're like just trying to pay for your damn GLP-1s. We all could use a little bit extra. Because I mean, we have so many patients that that stop taking a drug that could help them, that will help them, because it's too expensive. That doesn't sit well with me at all. So that is part of what I do. If you've got your health journey on track and you're working toward health freedom, right? That's my practice. Then we start working on these other things. And that's my Elevate coaching. Right now it's founder pricing. You can DM me Shift anywhere or just send me a DM anywhere and ask about it, because it is founder pricing right now. And while we're at founder pricing, you get AMS medical care for your first year at no charge. So that's huge. All right. So it's really, I did the math yesterday. I didn't do the math before. I just said, okay, well, I'm going to put it a little less than half price, or a little more than half price. So I thought, well, we'll do it at $5,000 a year. I didn't realize that's really cheap once I divide it out for the year. But I don't do monthly payment plans. I am not financing another adult's education. This is not a student loan. I am not a FAFSA. When you invest, you invest. The transformation happens at the transaction. Once you invest that kind of money, you can't hear me on YouTube. Shit. Please hold. That was a really long video on YouTube and possibly on Instagram with no sound. That sucks. So it should be good now. And I have no idea why Restream did that. But all right. Hopefully. Thank you for saying something. What do you get for $5,000 a year? That's a great question. So in Elevate, I'm going to go backwards because I'll talk about all that other stuff. So Elevate comes with founder pricing. Oh, you hear me on Instagram? Okay, that's bizarro. Okay. All right. Well, that's awesome. So weird. So weird. Okay. Hold on. Whatever. I saw the title and they're like, whatever. If the title's wrong, the title's wrong. Whatever. I'm here. I'm just chatting. Oh, by the way, yes, I'm a doctor. Before I go into what you get. Oh, it was your speaker. Okay, good. Okay, good. Well, that's okay. It's super. Oh, so you know what? I just changed my microphone, so the sound will probably be better. I hope, unless my camera mic was super good. So that's awesome. Storm and Gorman ATC. I love it. Jason, how are you? Jason, I haven't seen you in like, I don't know how many years. Give me a number. Let's see. 96, 20 years. Oh, that's 30. Oh shit. Okay, that's a lot of years. I can't do math. So speaking of math. If you do my Elevate coaching for $5,000 a year, you get, if you're in the US, you get medical care at no charge with my AMS medical team and me. You get, so through that, we don't pay for your medications. It's like, I'm not going to the grocery store with you and paying for your Motrin. Okay. It's not how it works. But the medical care is taken care of. So you get my team at your disposal. You get monthly calls with AMS. It's called Happy Hour. We love Happy Hour. You get the Group Me private group for my patients. Not a HIPAA compliant space. All that stuff is coaching, but that's done in my practice. Now, for the Elevate side, you get the Shift Launchpad, which is a paid course based on my book. If you don't want to join Elevate, that is it's going to be $47. It is, I need to put this in my list of things to actually post Elevate because it's almost ready. Actually, it's called Launchpad. I'm putting this in my reminders. So Elevate, you get the Launchpad course. You get weekly coaching with me. It's hot seat coaching. Well, shoot, right now it's pretty much one-on-one because we got 8 people in there, give or take. And that's the beauty of getting in at founder level, because literally once we pass 20 people, founder level's gone. And, but it's one-on-one. And because if you get 20 people, because of schedules, literally 7 or 8 can show up. So we go through, I teach a thing, I teach one of the frameworks or a bonus framework because there's some bonus frameworks that I didn't put in the book. I know there's probably going to be another book in there, but I put, so we teach on the frameworks and then teach on bonus frameworks, go through things, and then we do hot seat one-on-one questions. So what that's all about is I teach you how to continue on your health journey, right? Not doctor stuff, coachy stuff. Stop trading time, start creating freedom, and shape what's next. So that's what I do in Elevate Coaching. Let's see. All right, got that. Let's see. What do I have? Thank you guys so much. Teresa, are you on TikTok? Okay, no, that wasn't. It's a T. It's no H. I thought it was a different Arizona Teresa. So welcome to my Arizona Teresas. All right. Do I know anything for acne scars or red skin hyperpigmentation? So acne scars are scars. So I'm not great with plastics. I'll tell you that for sure. And I don't have a med spa or anything of that sort. However, I'm a doctor. I'm not your doctor. If I am your doctor, I'm not your doctor here on social media. This does not confer a patient-provider relationship. That's the way my lawyer would like me to say it. But the way I really say it is, listen, guys, this is education. We're just shooting the shit on the internet. So red skin hyperpigmentation, because it's red, my guess is a laser would probably be the only thing to fix it, but that's completely a guess. So I would definitely talk to plastics. There's a lot of awesome plastic surgeons on social media because they know how to use social media to advertise. Just be judicious about who you talk to. And hopefully there are some that are doing lives like this. I've seen a couple here and there. But if they're lives doing stuff like I am, you can ask them questions like this, but I would look for plastics for sure. Plastics or derm. And they both do a lot of med spa stuff because they're both cash pay practices. So they're already used to not suffering with insurance, right? Because, you pay me $119 a month out of pocket, right? I can't even tell you. I use air quotes there because my damn deductible is so high with insurance. But you pay $119 cash pay with our practice at AMS. It's active. Sorry, that was funny. AMSlifestylemed.com. You pay $119 for medical care. We do not take insurance for that. Now, when you pay for your medications at the pharmacy, you go to the grocery store and pick up your meds, you can use insurance there. We will help you with a PA if you need it. The difference is if I were to take insurance for my practice, number one, they would run what I document. They would tell me what to do. I don't like anybody telling me what to do. I'll be honest. I mean, I work within the confines of what's ethical in medicine, but other than that, no. And I'm very conservative, just as an FYI. And so are my staff. I don't hire people who are cowboys. And then I'm actually more conservative than some of my staff, and I kind of block them from doing some certain things. They're not unsafe, but I'm not ready yet. So anyhow, there's that. If I were to take insurance, I would have to hire at least 5 more people. Insurance would tell me what to do, how to bill, and what I get paid. No, I take that. We don't make a very large margin. That's why I'm working on getting as many people into that practice. My goal is 10,000 patients in the practice on a revolving, or 10,000 people coming back every month, not because we do a membership model anymore, but because we're awesome and you like to succeed. So it is, hi Pam, it is lifestyle medical care. So the way I kind of phrase that is because I never knew 3 years ago, I did not know what lifestyle medicine was. I had seen people taking lifestyle medicine board exams and I was like, I don't know what the hell that is. Because I was emergency medicine, emergency medicine. I'm like, what is this lifestyle medicine? And then I learned, I was like, oh, this is my wheelhouse. I've spent 30 years in personal and professional wellness. I get to do this for a job. That's amazing. So I ended up shifting into that, and hence freedom to shift. Right. And, so your primary care doctor bound by insurance and all those things. Now, if you have a direct primary care, it's a little bit better because they do a lot of what I do, but a regular doctor is bound by time and numbers and metrics that they have to hit. So they get you to a B-, C+. My job is to get you to an A. So, and my team, right? It's not just me. Don't expect just me. If you want a one-man band, you're going to pay a lot more money. That's honestly, Pam, it has to be, because I was just informed that one of my very good friends has a 90% blockage where I have a 20% blockage. He got a stent. They had to open it up. He was having symptoms. I mean, I was having symptoms too. That's how I found it, but my symptoms weren't from that. So he's 41 years old. He's 10 years younger than me. Like, we have got to start addressing these metabolic concerns. And we've got to stop telling people that tirzepatide is a skinny shot. Like, stop it. You are hurting the public. You're gatekeeping information. You're not telling them that it's going to decrease your fatty liver. It's going to decrease your visceral fat. It's going to decrease your cholesterol. It's going to decrease your want to eat, drink, and smoke. It's going to help you. If you want a one woman band, I'll do it. It's just expensive. It's very expensive. But if you want to discuss, just send me a DM. It's me in my inbox. So it takes me a little bit to get there. Also, if I'm a one woman band, you get my team at your disposal. So I do one-on-one coaching. It's just not Elevate $5,000 a year. So am I okay with people on type 2 diabetics and remission, no complications with big lots? Oh, I'm 100% okay with that, AJ. Aqua Hero, I love it. I am 100%. So in the beginning, they were telling us, we always had that. Here's what we did. Okay. I don't know. I'm trying to not get kicked off of TikTok because I want this account open and I'm like really 2 seconds from being banned. So people got mad because the diabetic population got mad because the people that stored excess fat without diabetes or stored excess energy, how's that sound? Are you picking up what I'm throwing down? Right? We're taking their meds. Who are you to say what earns a medication? What justifies it? Insurance makes us justify it. The FDA has on-label and off-label indications for it. That is for insurance. That is for insurance to pay it. If you walked into the store, when Mounjaro first came out, it was $2,200 a month. If you walked into the store, you could pay that and get it. People forget that. It's like $9.95 right now at most pharmacies. I mean, absolutely. You walk in, you pay for it. They're like, I don't care. Here. Now you use the savings card. You have to have commercial insurance. So we're going to go through a little healthcare navigation because this is part of what I do in my practice. I help you navigate healthcare, triathlon, food, a little bit in relationships, but not much. This is not relationship advice, and I am not a financial advisor. When I tell you income freedom, I show you how to create value in the world. That's the difference. I'm not telling you how to manage the money once you got it. I'm just telling you how to create value and take what you have in here, and it's a lot, and put it out there. So if you're going to get Mounjaro, for example, and you go to the store, I don't want you to pay $995. If you have commercial insurance, you're going to say, oh, I have a savings card. And I'm going to say, oh, I'm going to pay $650. And they're going to say, here's your Zipbond pens, right? So Running Man, I'm going to grab this in a second. Can I star this? This is a good comment. I'm going to star that comment. So, or if you want to go get your prescription through Lilly Direct, it's $4.99. If you order within 45 days every month, and then you're going to lose that discount, right? So, okay. And then if the brand dosing doesn't work for you, we can do very customized dosing through compounding pharmacies. But we partner, like when I say partner, like even though I don't take insurance, I have an anti-kickback statute, right? Because it's the law. When I say partner with, what that means is their violations have been corrected. Almost every compound pharmacy has a violation. They've been corrected and they're not egregious, right? You send out contaminated meds knowingly to patients, I never work with you again as a compound pharmacy. I'm sorry. That's one of my, no thanks. So there's that. If your service is good, if you're nice to my people, and if you get shit to us fast. I mean, really. So the best way to stop sugar addiction, do you want the best way? Well, I don't know. So the best way would be the best way for you. So I'm going to tell you, there's 2 ways to do it. Either just stop eating sugar. Number 1, you got to clean up your diet, clean up your palate, right? That is number 1. How you do that is, some of us, myself included, need medication for help. I could not do it on my own. You're like, "Oh, I bet you could have if you tried harder." Well, I'm a physician. I've done 7 Ironmans. I know how to try really hard. I've been married for 25 years, 26 years. I know how to try real hard. So, however, that's why I call this the biology of better, because my biology always won. Imagine that. I'm obesity medicine board certified as well. And one of my first lectures had this huge diagram of, like it looked like the Krebs cycle in the brain. It was like, oh God, do I have to memorize this? I hope not. No, I had to memorize a lot of it, but not all of it, thank goodness. And this woman said, nowhere in this diagram is the word willpower. Let that sink in. I was floored because I had spent 30, 40, well, at that time, 42 years trying to lose weight. I had lost weight successfully, right? But it wasn't sustainable long term. So I had spent so much time and energy and money and spent time creating a cardiovascular lesion, hurting my body, because every day we spend sick is a day we don't spend healthy, right? So I had spent over 10 years with an LDL cholesterol of 180 because I said, no, I'm going to get it under control with diet and exercise. I'm an Ironman. I can do this. I work out all the time, blah, blah, blah. DB Cooper. That's awesome. Sorry, just looking through the name, scrolling through on TikTok. So I tried. I failed. I'm willing to take that failure. So there are different ways. Now, you could also get bariatric surgery that will help you get rid of your sugar addiction. That is also a recognized way. Now, we have a lot of our patients in AMS that have had bariatric surgery and have regained the weight, for example, because it's a brain problem, right? Like, sugar's not my problem, sugar's my solution. So we have to, and I get it. So therapy, right? Some people go to therapy to discuss why they're really eating. Well, you know why I'm eating? Because those neural pathways are carved in stone. They will never go away. Even if I fill it in and manage it with medication and or behaviors, like what if I never eat a sugar anything again? And when I say sugar, I'm not talking fruit. You guys know what I'm talking about. So if I never ate it again, what would happen? I would never be cement, right? It would always be like packed sand. It would always be something in that neural groove that's a little softer, because these are these are chronic diseases. So can you fool the brain and replace it by 1 or 2 fruits a day? Yeah. Yeah. So, I always recommend fruit, right? Because Jules, I am there with you. Hi, how are you? It's great to see you. Yeah, the GLP-1 it interrupts that reward cycle. So can you fool the brain and replace it by 1 or 2 fruits a day? One of the things you have to do as well is make sure you're getting enough protein, because again, you need to have that satisfied feeling mentally and physically. I don't have an off switch. I would still be overweight as well. Yeah, for sure. Um, Alcohol. Oh, okay. So that's a great question, Pam. Do I mean alcohol or bread as sugar? So what I mean, like, I'm going to go top level. Number one, alcohol is not good for anybody. I know it's socially acceptable. You can call me controversial. Believe me, I gave it the office. I've got a lot of years of that. So alcohol is you have to, like, cut it out. Like, don't, if you're trying to optimize your fitness and health and you're still drinking alcohol, do that first. 100%. Like, there's if you're drinking, smoking, vaping, taking anything, like, first big rocks, right? Don't bother with the green smoothie until you're going to eliminate those things. Sometimes the things that can bring you the most benefit are the things you don't do. Okay? So that's that. When I talk about sugar, I'm talking about cupcakes, chocolate chips from the bag, Hershey's Kisses, ice cream. Like, I'm talking, listen, low hanging fruit, excuse the pun, not fruit, but low hanging fruit. Yes. So, that's amazing. There are rehab centers now that are starting people on tirzepatide essentially when they get through the door. because it interrupts that reward cycle. I mean, what if I can't say the words I want to? What if the addiction clinics use this instead of the other opiate receptor hitters? Like the difference would be incredible. Anyway, that's another story, right? We could save some serious lives there. So, so it's really a ratio because you've got to the way you stop a sugar addiction is number one, telling your brain and body that you are well fed by being well fed. So you need appropriate amounts of, there's Kathy, appropriate amounts of protein, fat, fiber, nutrients, real food, right? We don't eat macros. We eat food. So you don't need fruit by nature, but I like it. It's got great, like it's got great micronutrients. Like there's nothing. The people that say fructose and all that, it ain't the apple, right? It is not the apple that's hurting me. It's the chocolate chips out of the bag. Now, and I keep talking about it, it's going to make my brain want it. So I should probably stop. Right. Actually, today I'm pretty good because it's Tuesday and I take tirzepatide on Monday. So Monday is a little bit of a struggle because remember, that's where the medication's just ramping up. Sunday is a refeed day. So I have to be really careful to eat extra on Sunday because my appetite is higher and I want to replenish what I've lost from the week. The problem is if I don't eat until later, then I struggle because then I want all the lack of willpower things, right? Because I still need willpower. I still need to struggle. When Jules says I have no desire for alcohol, I have desire for food, like bad food. No, when I say bad food, it's not good or bad like moral. I'm talking food that does not contribute to my goals. I know, right? How about that? Ice cream cookie sandwich, rolled in chocolate chips. Let's just ride it home. So anyhow, do I take anything for my hair loss? It's a very good question. So listen to this. Did I grab the right one? Yeah. I wish I would have known this. Minoxidil does work for some people. My hair came back. I lost a ton of hair, like literally half of my hair. Like see how it is over here? I mean, that's kind of like normalish for me. It was like that up here. I lost like half of my hair. I was in a very stressful work situation and I lost 50 pounds. So by doing that, you guys know that it just tanks your hair. Like, so once my weight stabilized, my hair grew back. I took collagen and biotin in the meantime. I still lost my hair. I lost half my hair after I had my kid too. So I'm not really sure. Like it's a hormonal thing. I get that. Your hormones fluctuate a lot. But I started taking Semarelin recently because I wanted to get off my valerian root for sleep. And I wanted to kind of foster that. I am telling you, that's what I wish I would have taken for hair loss. Because my hair grows really fast. My nails grow really fast. I have to shave my legs every other day. Like, what are we, 12? Well, okay, not 12, 15. So it's super interesting, but you can't take that if you had a history of cancer. I feel my weight stopped going down. I'm at 12 and a half. It's a good question. So, I need to do that 7-day thing. What did I do with hold on, please hold. I need to do this thing for my patients. 7-day stall reset. Okay. I have an index card going now, so it'll get there, but it's me. It's just me in my head, and there's a lot of stuff to do. One, you need data. We need to figure out, remember, this is not medical advice. If you were my patient, I would tell you. And if you're my patient, I said, you're not my patient on here. We have to figure out what you're doing. Because there's two things that could be happening. Either your weight loss is naturally slowing because as your weight goes down, your energy expenditure goes down. I'm going to move this a little bit. Or your habits are creeping. One of the two. You have to look at which one. We can either change habits or we can have a slower rate of weight loss. Also possible, right? So, Kayla, how are you? Thank you for coming. No one's on Instagram. This is great. This is awesome. Oh, hold on. We got a filtered comment on TikTok. So, okay. Hold on. I'm going to pin this one. So, Doc suggested more vigorous exercise last week. what more vigorous exercise is going to do? Yes, it will help you raise your cardiovascular fitness, which is very important. However, it will raise your appetite. So, if you're not strength training, engaging your muscles will also increase your metabolic rate even before you build muscle, which is, of course, the goal. Maintain what you have and then build. So that will that's the problem with extended cardio. I mean, couldn't find me on TikTok. So, they're hiding me on TikTok. So it's Dr. Mo Gibbons. Hold on, let me put this on Instagram. Is the old one, okay? And then drmo.official is the new one. My posts are going on the new one. I have to do lives on the old one. I'm not to 1,000 followers yet. I'm at 48 today. So share with all of your friends. Just everybody come follow me on TikTok at drmo.official. I want to go live over there because I want to keep this account open and it's about to be banned. So, because I talk about, oh, yeah. Okay. So if she said you're losing muscle. Yeah. So now if she told you to do cardio to build muscle, we need to have a chat. Okay. Because impact will help with your activity level. Or with your muscle. I get that. Like your legs get stronger when you run, but your appetite will go up if you lift weights and or do strength, right? If you're 50 pounds overweight, guess what? That's a weight. So you could do body weight squats, wall push-ups, anything your doctor says is acceptable. Use those muscles, get the neuromuscular involvement, use them for your metabolism because that will not increase your appetite. That's key. I've coached Ironman athletes, women especially, that have gained 30 pounds training for an Ironman, doing 10, 15, 20 hours a week of activity. That's not how the equation works. It's always energy in, energy out. But first of all, your brain tells you cognitively that, oh, I just worked out for this long, or I'm going on a 6-hour bike ride. I need to eat X number of calories, which is true, which is also why I tell people if you're training for an Ironman in the thick of things, hey, Brian, how are you? I get excited to see my people. If you're training for an endurance event, I don't recommend fat loss during that time at all. At all. I think it needs to be periodized. I think it needs a period. Period. Full stop. I think it needs to be periodized. So, all right. What am I taking for hair loss? I currently take Sermorelin, Sermorelin. When I was losing my hair actively, I mean, I still lose hair. I lose hair every day. You see this? I have a lot of hair. I still lose it, a lot of it. My family's like, this is disgusting. I'm like, I'm sorry. I have a lot of hair. But because I'm taking valerian root. So I've been taking valerian for 9 years for sleep, and I don't want to take that anymore. I want to take it sporadically instead of every day. So now I switched to Sermorelin, which works with my body and with my hormones. And I swear I've got to like tweeze my eyebrows all the time. It's like I got Einstein eyebrows happening right now. So, all right, what do we got? Let's see. Like I can't put on my socks. So okay, here's the thing. So I'm going to tell you what I do for strength. This is, simple walks in the morning. That's a lot of mobility. My knees and your leg bones hurt. So number one, make sure that's not something else. Do not let your doctor blow it off as this is out of shape. What else could it be? I don't know. Make sure your blood work is fine. Make sure your calcium's fine. Make sure your parathyroids are okay if your calcium's off. Calcium's in basic blood work. So, if you're like, well, my doctor won't order it, come to us, we'll order it. Or you can just order our labs from home. You don't have to be a patient. But we'll tell you if there's anything critical, if it comes through. And then you can either take those results to your doctor or come to us. I'm not picky. Just get help, right? So, but what I do is I do 15 minutes of strength and conditioning. God, that was so funny. That told you my age right there and my history as an athletic trainer and such. But I do 15 minutes of strength and or mobility a week, right? So the goal is six days a week of strength, 1 of mobility. Sometimes I, do that. So, yeah, Julie, jazzercise 4 to 5 times a week. We use hand weights, cardio, and strength. And that's the thing. You've got to overload. Now, you really need progressive overload over time. Why is that? Because when we stand up out of a chair, it requires a squat, right? It requires your body to stand out of that chair. I mean, it is a full on, my cats are mad at me because they're out of the room, but you want to stand up without holding on, right? That's the goal. So people think, oh, chair squats aren't that. No, they're important because you have your body weight up here that stands up, right? So I've spent, if you want my credentials, I don't know, find a post. I'll do another one. No, I'm a doctor. I was an athletic trainer, held that certification for 26 years. I was a triathlon coach, double organization for 10 plus years. I still do some of that, but blood work is good. Good. She asked me to get calcium plus vitamin D. So 5.6 A1C. Well, that's creeping a little, but not bad. Let's see, a Semarelin in pill form. It's an injection. I'm all about the injections these days. They work so much better. Yes, Kathy. And Kathy, for example, you use bands. I bought the bands to travel with. I was actually telling my husband this, that that if there are days like when I was in Kelowna, for example, I flew to Kelowna, British Columbia. We left. We had to be at the airport at 3:30 in the morning. I got up at 2:45 and I did 15 minutes of strength with bands in the room. That's the kind of relentless, daily, non-negotiable that I want to do. And plus being there was super inspiring anyway. So that was a little easier. Believe it, but it's like easier than when I got up this morning at 6:30. Why the hell was that easier? Right? It's the environment you push yourselves in. If you're in an environment with people who succeed, guess what? You're going to succeed. If you're the best one in your village, you're not going to carry all those people, right? This is why you guys are my village. Now, I have a Venn diagram. You guys are my village. I want us to get here. Then we go there. Like between the fit people that are my elite triathlete friends, between the people that have Disney annual passes, we do now, right? So again, we're moving up. My husband actually said to me, he goes, next stop is Disney Vacation Club. I'm like, we're not buying that. We're not doing that. We've gotten out of it for 20 years. We're not 25 years since we've been going to Disney together. Talk me off the ledge. Talk me off the ledge, honey. Okay. So, all right, here we go. Back to health. But you're not consistent, but that's okay. You can be, right? I'm not consistent. I took 3 days off and didn't lift last week. Can I tell you my hips ache? My hips ache because my hips ache. So my grandmother actually told me she had debilitating arthritis by the time she was 30. I'm not convinced. I don't know if she ever had x-rays. I'm not convinced. I think she had lack of mobility because my hips ache. My hips ache if I don't run, if I don't do weight bearing, like impact activities, my hips ache. Like when I sleep, I can't lay on my side. It sucks, right? Why can't I work out and just be fit forever? I did 7 Ironmans. Why can't I just stay fit? That's not how it works. Yes. Yeah. Oh my gosh. Yes. I love that. Thank you. So it's normal for creatinine. I see, this is so funny. BUN and creatinine to be a little high when you're strength training and taking creatine. Yes. Thank you. I'm going to pin that. It is. It's easier when you have others to work out with. So Julie, I don't like working out with people. I'm not going to lie. For a couple of different reasons. That's just me. But if I'm surrounded by people who work out every day, namely my husband, he's very, very habitual, right? Very habitual. And he's like, I have 7 things I do every day. It keeps me sane. This is what I do. So he works out a lot. Like he's goals, right? Now, would I do better if I went to the gym with him? Yes, I would. I'm working. That's one of my goals. I should probably put that in my goals. Hold on. Give me 1 second. I want to add going to the gym, working on goals with Claude today. My vision. We're doing the 3-year vivid vision first, and then we're going to distill that. So I'm going to give you a little teaser. In my book and in my Elevate coaching today, we worked on my VGA framework that is vision, goals, actions. And I told Dan Martell 3 weeks ago that I'd have my vision done at the end of that week. Okay. All right, I need to add that. So let me get that off of there. All righty, let's see. I have a mundane job as pianist. Oh, I like that job though. To me, I'm like, oh, that's pretty. That's amazing. Like you feed your soul. You're the purveyor of amazing music. Like, I think that's amazing. But I do sit a lot, and I hear you. Oh, thank you for shaving. Thank you for shaving. Thank you for sharing that too. Labs yesterday, waiting for doctor to call back. I am so excited that your doctor told you the same thing about the BUN and creatinine. I have patients that don't like what I say sometimes. I have the public who doesn't like what I say sometimes. I have TikTok bots and algorithms that don't like what I say. Facebook, like I said, I'm in Facebook jail. I'm wondering how long it's going to last. Today must be the last day. It was the 21st of September when I got in trouble. Could we please make it the last day? Anyway, because it's the truth. It's a scientific study that if you work out a lot, your creatinine can be high. And plus you're always fasting, right? So a lot of people you might be drinking water, but you're not drinking as much to get the food intake. All right. I got 15 minutes left ish. All right, good. Are you saying I have no loose skin? Oh yeah. If you saw my stomach, I look like a Shar-Pei. I actually was sitting down yesterday and I was like, what the hell is that wrinkle? Is that like new? Is that going to be permanent? Or was it just from the way I was sitting today? I don't need that. Yeah, electrolytes. So Julie, our pillars in AMS are protein forward nutrition, resistance exercise, electrolytes with your hydration, sleep, and stress management. So yeah, we definitely agree with the electrolytes just to make sure because it keeps your blood volume. That's the big part. And yeah, I'm telling you, it's like, whatever. I mean, I'd rather have a loose skin, right? Because it only doesn't look loose when it's filled with excess energy stores like this. I'm going to have to it's like speaking swear words around a toddler here on Instagram or on TikTok. So it's all good. Do I have anybody over on YouTube? And here's the thing. I'm supposed to be growing my Instagram following. It is so hard because I have so much more fun on TikTok and the people are engaged. So, yeah, I had the twins thing. That'll get you. I had one 8 pounds, something. I don't know. I can't remember. That's hilarious. I knew it was 8 something. I have no idea. Wow. You think I'd remember that? I only had one. He came out the front though, because I wanted to be able to, I have very loose ligaments. So my muscles get real tight to compensate. And so I wanted to be able to run after I had a kid. And I had a kid very late. And I don't like emergent things. As my husband says, my backup plans have backup plans. So we did a planned C-section for my kid. I was 39 and a half when I had him. So, all right. What else you got for questions? I'm only 5'3" and no place to go but out. Yeah, I'm 5'4". Yeah. It's so funny because when people meet me in person, they're like, wow, you're really short. I'm like, thanks. Appreciate it. They're like, you don't sound short. I'm like, well, that's where I am. Right. I've carried 100 pounds for 40 years. That skin ain't going to snap back. Yeah. Yeah. Oh, like those, oh, hold on. I got an alarm. It's like those people who are like 5'10" and they look like they put a Tupperware bowl underneath their stomach. Yeah. I was not that person. I also ate for 3. So 4. I gained a lot of weight during pregnancy. The first time I gained weight though was my sophomore year in college. I went away to England and I gained 30 pounds in 6 weeks. So tell me you don't have an eating problem. Anyway, you can be bad at spelling here. It's good. I speak Siri. Type the hair loss pill. It's an injection. So you can a couple things. You can take biotin and collagen. Collagen's a powder. Biotin is just Amazon supplement kind of thing. Sermorelin is Sermorelin. So I do take that. I buy it through my company because it is an approved peptide. That is, so I can't do peptides that aren't approved for something by the FDA. We do CJC ipamorelin together, but sermorelin works more with your body systems, your hypothalamic pituitary axis. So yeah, I'm telling you, the sleep is great. Like I take it 5 days a week because you take it 5 nights a week and then you have 2 days off. Well, here's the deal. When you take it, you have to take it at least 30 minutes after you ate a high carb meal or it's less effective. Yeah, Julie, codependency is real. Card carrying member. What was I talking about? Sleep. Oh yeah. I can tell I don't sleep as well on the day Friday and Saturday. I don't take my Summerall on a Friday and Saturday. Also, though, excuse me, I let my food creep because I know I'm not taking the Summerall and I don't need to give it as much before bed. So I let my food creep to 7, 7:30, 8 o'clock. Again, that disrupts my sleep. So I'm still working on that. We're about, I guess, 4 or 5 weeks into Summerellan. So I'm still working on that, but the sleep is good. The sleep is great. I'm very happy with it. That's so cool about your blood sugar, Linda. Oh, good. Shook you off metformin. So one thing I did find out about metformin because I used to take it because all the longevity concerns. Oh, I missed Jenny over on Instagram and she left. Is they used to think it was good for longevity, but then they found out that it hampers your ability to raise your VO2 max. Your VO2 max is your volume of oxygen used in liters per minute by your body. So if you have more muscle, right, it's more metabolically active tissue, it means your VO2 max is better, right? Between your tissues and the way your heart pumps and all that goodness. So they found out that it may blunt that response. And VO2 max is the number one predictor of all-cause mortality, inverse relationship. So the better, and there's no upper limit. So the better your VO2 max, the healthier you are. All right. Let's see. That's crazy, Linda. I shoot, I need to tell my husband that. I should probably just text him right now. So, but yeah, so I mean, that's the thing. So the things that we want to work on with health, these are the things that like most doctors haven't spent 30 years studying. I'll be honest. I've been a certified sports nutritionist for almost 14 years now, which is pretty cool. I'm like literally over half the time the organization's been in existence. I'm with the ISSN. Every time I say that, their slogan is "Why go anywhere else?" Every time I say it. So because they're completely science-based. All right, let's hold on. Let me fix this invite thing. Why can't I don't know. It won't let me not go live for 20 minutes or 10 minutes. I have 10 more minutes left. So, but this is my thing. Personal professional wellness has been my jam for over 30 years old. Any benefit to berberine? Nah, not really. Sorry, that was blunt. Nope. Hi, Cherie. Look, I got somebody on Instagram. It gets exciting. Can I talk about maintenance? Do you want to know about, it's a waste of money, berberine. I mean, not really. It does show some benefits, but not compared to a GLP-1. Optimize your dose in a GLP-1. Use it to optimize the way you eat food, the way you interact with food, the way you live your life. And then, kind of go from there. If you're already paying for a GLP-1, I do plenty of supplements, but that ain't one of them. Maintenance. So here's how I thought maintenance would be. Driving on the highway, get cruise control, chilling, eating the same things every day, doing the same things. Here's how maintenance really is. I grew up in Buffalo, New York. Maintenance is like getting off the thruway in Buffalo and saying, wow, it's snowing so hard I can't see the houses. Well, I guess I'm going to just try to find the road. Oh, wait, I can't even see the mailboxes. Okay. So yeah. So Julie, that's interesting because everyone thinks here's I'm gonna offer an alternate perspective because everyone's like, oh, I want to get on the lowest dose possible. I talked to my tax advisor last night about this. He's been my tax advisor. He still thanks me for getting him healthy 12 years ago. I'm like, oh, you're amazing. Thank you. Thank you. Can you write a testimonial? Except I can't use my weight loss testimonials or any other testimonial because social media has flagged me, but whatever. So, but the thing is, so maintenance, everyone wants to get off of medications and because it's some sort of badge of honor being off of all your meds. So here's what I think the badge of honor is honoring the diagnoses that you've been given and managing them. Like my friend who just got diagnosed with a lesion that was 90% blockage, where they call it the widowmaker, right? I was diagnosed with a 20% blockage there. You think I'm ever going off that cholesterol med? You think I'm ever going off a tirzepatide? No. Instead of being trying to be lower, here's my alternate perspective. I think I should be higher. I think I should be at the highest dose I can tolerate for my metabolic repair. That's what I think. I think the opposite. I mean, think about that, right? Why are we trying to get off of these medications when they help disease that's already there, guys? I can't, like, you don't reverse metabolic disease, you manage it. Yes, can you reverse a lesion? Not that one. That one, his got stented. Mine, I can reverse. My goal is, but you can't eliminate it. And if I can't eliminate it, I have to manage it. Yes, Kathy, I'm there with you. My LDL was 180 for well over 10 years that I tried. Oh, I can get it under control. I got this. You did not get it. You tried and tried and tried and tried. And trying is asking for credit for failure, and I failed. I get it. So either I use the tool I've been given, or I choose not to. So why wouldn't we actually do what's necessary? I mean, listen to this. I mean, I take Valtrex every day. Why? Because this cold sore comes back when I get stressed out. I don't like it. Number one, it looks bad. Number two, I actually have lip atrophy right here. I'm afraid to get like lip injections or anything, because what if it flares up that cold sore? I'm in no mood for that. No, I'm not going back to that unhealthy me. The first half of my life, I struggled and struggled and struggled. The second half, I'm going to give and give and give, because I have the bandwidth. I have metabolic repair, increased metabolic repair, getting better every day. Am I perfect? No, neither is anybody else. Yeah, exactly, Jerry. Like 7 out of 9 uncles and aunts died of heart disease. Funny thing is, I don't have heart disease in my family. I earned that lesion. Here's what I thought of last week. I asked my husband, do you think because of my overeating, I don't want to say anything that's going to get me flagged on TikTok, overindulging and then restricting, right? So when I restrict, I was eating a ton of diet food, right? Which is not unhealthy, which is the funny part, or which is unhealthy. But again, my brain wanted the hit. So it's what I did. Well, I found out there was a study 2 years ago that I just found, if you've seen on my social media, that erythritol causes sticky platelets. So I said, I eat a ton of sugar. My endothelium, which is the inside of your blood vessels, gets super inflamed and irritated, right? Think of the roof of or the inside of your mouth when you eat a bunch of sweet tarts. Okay, like that. And then my body says, oh, we got to fix this. And then it forms that plaque. And then my platelets get sticky because I'm eating all this erythritol and these Quest stuff. And I said, do you think that contributed to this? I don't have a family history of heart disease. High cholesterol, yes, but not heart disease. And my husband said, I'm sure it didn't help. So the key is for me, moderation. Do you know how hard that is for me? I like control. So again, I mean, if when I was younger, I would want to go low in my intake. So funny. This is like speaking swear words around a toddler here on TikTok, because I have no viewers on Instagram. I might stop the live over there just because. We'll see. No one needs to watch something that's this long. If nobody, well, I don't know. Maybe they'll go back and watch it. I don't know. I don't even know if I'm going to keep it. I'll probably just get rid of it. But here's the deal. This is the real world. This is what really happens. Today, I'm going to do my damnedest. I got on right at 2. So I'm going to get off at 3 today, because Linda, you'll always yell at me. I'm going to end YouTube, and then I'll stay on TikTok for like 3 more minutes. So thank you to everybody who's been hanging out with me on YouTube. We're going to end my stream over there, and on Instagram. Oh, Cindy, you just joined and I'm leaving. Come see me over on TikTok or